Hey!
We are back. Welcome to another edition of The Walking Dead. He said, she said. I'm the he, Gavin, from ESPN Evansville, KISS 106, and 103 DBF.
Just all the stations.
All the stations.
And I'm Melissa Awesome from KISS FM, and Melissa Brooks from WKDQ.
Yeah, we are the same person.
All the same.
Mind blown. Mm-hmm. All right, now we were not here last week because there was some snow. There was
we ended up last week. We just were like, we just aren't gonna do this.
They became like Thursday. We're like, but we'll do a quick recap of that. Like the episode before this past Sunday, they got to be made constable. They met the people of Alexandria.
Right. I felt like that episode didn't really stand out to me much.
Yeah,
because I don't really remember much from it.
Yeah, they did their little interviews.
Yeah. And, the little interviews and stuff.
Oh, and Rick shaved.
Oh, yeah, he shaved the beard.
Now he looks like Season 1 Rick.
He does, which is kind of weird, because I was gotten so used to the beard that I was like, whoa.
He got his hair cut.
Who is this guy?
Looking so fresh and so clean.
And he met the little neighbor lady.
Jessie.
And, what happened to the one girl? Did she ever come back from the woods?
Yeah, she came back, but they haven't addressed that yet or whatever.
Oh, guess we'll find out.
So that's basically all that happened last week. Oh, also Carol's pretending to be a loving housewife, and
that's funny.
Yeah.
I think it's funny because Carol's wearing cardigans and stuff, and I'm like, Carol, you took down Terminus by yourself.
You shot a bottle rocket at a propane tank.
I know. I'm like, you're literally the baddest bitch on the planet.
She is, and she shot a child.
Maybe I shouldn't cuss in these videos.
You're fine.
I said bitch, though.
So
that's not a bad word, is it?
No, you're fine.
Meredith Brooks has that song. I'm sorry.
I don't think anybody's gonna... I mean, if you're watching The Walking Dead, I think you're mature enough to hear...
That's true.
...that word.
Okay, sorry.
All right.
But she is. Carol is bad. She's a
badass.
She's a bad dude.
Bad dude.
She's a bad dude.
All right. Well, moving forward to this past week's episode, it was good.
It was good.
It was a little bit different, though, because everything was kind of on the down low. Nothing really...
It was kind of like watching a normal, happening today,
it's
not in the apocalypse.
It's is this Desperate Housewives? What are
They went to that party to meet all the people.
Yeah.
And then I want to know... I think that this episode, though, had a gigantic, warning label on it.
Really?
I think it foreshadowed, bad things are gonna happen. Because Rick killed the one zombie. Mm-hmm. He's, out with Daryl, and they're hiding the guns.
Yes.
Because they're we need these in case things go bad. And he was looking at the one zombie, or he killed the one zombie, and then he noticed the zombie had the W carved in his head. And then the girl that he has the hots for, her little boy was like, oh, you need to be welcomed, and stamped a W on his hand.
No, that was an A, wasn't it?
No, that was totally a W.
Was it W?
Yeah, because when Rick looked at it, he, if that was an A, then I really am watching a different show.
I think it was an A.
No, I thought it was a W.
I'm pretty sure it was an A for Alexandria.
Damn.
You're like, what? Maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to go back
it was
and
a
watch
W.
it. Maybe we have no idea what we're talking right now.
What is The Walking Dead?
What is it? But the episode, the big part is Rick has the hots for another man's wife.
And he kissed her.
It's
not good, Rick.
Yeah, it is not good, but she's pretty hot.
I thought they would be a really cute couple, but she's like, oh, my husband. And I'm like, gah. Of course.
Always with the husbands.
Always ruin everything.
I know, even in the apocalypse, people can't just be single. It's dumb.
Dang it.
Ugh.
But, I thought it was a W for sure.
It was an A.
Anyways, Carol baked cookies.
She baked cookies and then threatened to murder another child.
A child. I was like, she'll do it too. Don't tempt her.
I like the way that Carol's just become Carol Child Killer. That is her role on this show. And then she goes, or you get cookies or I'll murder you. And I'm like, I'm going to take the cookies.
Yes.
Because I don't want to get murdered.
I don't. Well, it was funny because she's like, I will tie you to a tree and no one will hear you scream and the monsters will come. And I'm just like, this poor kid is traumatized. And then she's like, or you don't say anything and you get cookies.
Lots and lots of cookies.
So nice. And I was just like, take the cookies, kid. But here's my thing. She should have just been like, this isn't where the chocolate is, and just close the gun freezer.
She explained her entire plan, I'm taking these guns.
Yeah, kids don't believe anything if you bribe them with cookies. All you have to do is say, what are these? I thought this was the chocolate freezer. And then,
where are all these guns come from?
Do you want cookies, kid? And the kid's
or
gonna be like,
guns?
yes, I do. And the kid isn't even gonna question.
I know, but she explain too much.
I think she's gonna get herself in a little bit of trouble.
I think so too.
And I'm like, Carol.
And then Daryl's befriending Aaron and Eric.
Yes.
Having dinner.
And they want him to fix the motorcycle.
Yeah. There was this one point, though, when my sister, who I was watching it, goes, yeah, are they trying to proposition Daryl? Because it all staged a little bit weird.
There was one part where it was a little like...
A little bit of sexual tension there.
Kiss him? Like,
are they going to kiss? Because, I mean, if they want to, they can.
I mean, no judgment, man. We've already discussed, we don't care about Aaron and Eric. Is that the name? Aaron, yeah. Cool. They seem like nice dudes.
I think it would have been funny because there's that one part when they walk in the garage and you can't see where they're at. And I just imagine if it was like the room from 50 Shades of Grey.
They're just like...
Like, what? This show's taking a very, very different turn than we thought.
All of a sudden,
oh, we're watching a very, very different show.
All of a sudden, you have to go to a website to watch it. You're 18. No, but they...
It's really funny.
But I like that they have become, like, friends. I think Aaron seems like a nice guy.
Yeah. That'd be good for Daryl.
Oh, and then, they killed Black Beauty.
Oh, yeah.
I think her name was Buttons in the show.
Yeah,
that made
Buttons.
me so sad.
I know, horse death. Like, I've watched people get murdered and have been less effective than by horses.
I know, I was watching it and I was like, oh my gosh, they killed the horse. And Sam was like, this is the second horse they've killed in the show.
They did kill another horse.
And I was like, oh my god, you're right. They killed the horse in the first episode.
But you don't get desensitized to horse murder.
I know. And then, I watched all of, I watched several people on the show get eaten by zombies. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. Then the horse dies. And I'm like, oh my god.
It's just a horse.
I'm so glad there's no dogs on this show. I would go insane.
They ate dogs like 2 weeks ago.
Did they?
Yeah, they shot those wild dogs and ate them when they couldn't find water.
Oh yeah, that made me sad too. I did see that one. See?
You're just like,
I forgot about. See, Gavin, I blocked it out.
You're like, screw Dale and everybody who's died. Forget Tyrese. I'm sad about these horses and dogs getting eaten.
The horse was really pretty though.
It was. You know it really didn't die. You know it's okay.
I hope so.
I hope so. Hopefully there's a zombie
horse
that
Sam
runs
was
by.
like, they're trained to do that. And I was like, I don't like watching. It looked like the horse fell. And he's like, you think they really tripped the horse? I was like, I know they didn't trip the horse.
That horse is a method actor. It said, trip me.
Like, honestly,
I've got this.
All of the things that happened last episode, the horse is what scarred me the most.
I'd forgotten about the horse.
Genuinely upset about the poor little horse. She was beautiful too. Her name was Buttons. That's what the kids named her. And they wanted to rescue Buttons and take her to a safe place. And Buttons was like, oh no, we're not doing that. I
would watch the Walking Dead spinoff of just Buttons, the talking horse. Just, I'm gonna get rid of these zombies. Roar, I'm a horse.
I'm a horse.
That's his punchline.
And then afterwards, after the horse got eaten, they had to kill the horse too, which made me really sad because the horse's head, you see it come up, and he's just like, boom.
That puppet horse head was really sad to see.
My thing was though, I was saying as the zombies were taking the horse down, I was like, when the horse was on the ground, they needed to just shoot the poor horse because then the poor horse was then all of a sudden this zombie just comes up with intestines, and I was like, well, too late. The horse is already in a ton of pain. You could have saved him from that. And then they were like...
I thought they were going to it, they just didn't.
I know, I thought so too. I was like, okay, rude. And then they went up as the zombies are eating on the horse, and they're like, oh, I guess we can kill you now, poor horse. And then they were like, Buttons, she always ran. You remember when they said that?
Yeah.
She always ran.
Which is not a very, personal thing to say about a horse. It ran. It had a mane. You're really sad about Buttons still, aren't you?
I'm struggling here. I'm also struggling. I'm trying to remember if anything else happened in that episode.
I don't think
Everybody liked Judith and wanted to hold her.
It's true. Babies are cool.
But that would be true, because the apocalypse, worst time to have a baby.
Worst time.
Because that's going to hold you down.
Also, the worst time to have a baby, anytime, pretty much.
Well,
yeah.
I can't argue with that.
Alright, so how would you rate this episode?
I would give it 7. I think I do 7 every time.
Yeah,
7 severed zombie heads.
I'd give it an 8 severed zombie heads just because I liked it.
I liked it. I thought it was a good episode. I had to knock a head off because Buttons died.
Buttons died.
Poor
Buttons also had her head knocked off, so...
Poor little Buttons.
It's true.
R.I.P.
Alright, well be sure to subscribe to our channel. We'll do this again next week. It's right over. Click on it. We do this every time. We're like, click on it. We're pointing to it. And then maybe we are. Maybe we're not.
I am the one that edits these and puts these up. And by edits, I mean I add annotations.
Okay, well then it'll be right here. Alright, so until next week, enjoy The Walking Dead. And we'll be back with more Walking Dead He Said, She Said. I'm Gavin.
He's the he. And I'm Melissa.
She's a she.
Bye!
Bye!